on Facebook on my way home from a meeting with USDA to figure out how we can get local farmers to be able to get them to local people, and we've got it figured out. I'm really excited this morning. I came by this field to check out on it, and I can't believe how much these pumpkins have grown. So talk about last year, this field right here was in prevent plant. All summer it grew weeds, and it was quite a job to tame. But you can see we've got a little bit of wheat left over right there. This is our relay field, and it looks fantastic. Fell a little rain here. And then this was all this pasture here that the county mowed for years and years. And we put in rye in the fall. And while we have some of these rhizomes, weeds that are coming back, it's pretty clean. So this milkweed here, if I pull it, it's got a rhizomious community in there, and it'll continue to fire all summer, but it's not thick enough to really hurt. But anyway, we took rye and terminated it and pushed it down and planted these pumpkin seeds, and they're really starting to grow now, and they'll want to crawl out. So that's why you can plant them relatively far apart, and through time they'll continue to let's see if I can get a big one here. They put these little stringers on there that'll anchor them into the ground right there and grab more water and nutrients to pump into this part of the plant. And the more space and fertility you give them, the better. See, we're starting to get some pumpkin blossoms here, and these will be really big pumpkins here on the corner. And what we want to do is take our Muncie Meats truck and we'll put it here on the corner. You'll see a bunch of signs here on 332. And what you can do, we've got several sweet corn fields back home, and we'll probably work with some other people to get more sweet corn, but you can actually come out here and pick it yourself. So you pick sweet corn and you pick pumpkins in the same field. And that's the whole point here. You know, that's all pumpkins, but right here you can come out here. This will be ready in about 11 or 12 days, and you can just make it a Saturday of it or evening and come out here and pick your corn and run back home and put it in a pot, and you can grab some hamburger and steak and pork loin, pork chops, whatever from us, and be the hero. But agronomically speaking, the rye has some value. It keeps the mud off our shoes. It gets kind of a natural residual for weeds. But what's cool is these pumpkins are going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and they'll start to encroach on the sweet corn. So we'll pick it out, and then by the time the sweet corn's done, these two rows will pretty much merge, and all these plants will merge, and it'll be this ginormous pumpkin patch. And we'll continue to sell meat, and it's going to take about 3 or 4 weeks for this process of local meat to come about. But my goal in all this is to be able to go not only produce meat on our own farm, but other farmers be able to get that specific product directly in your hand, so you know exactly where it came from. The next 5 years for me is all about transparency, about connecting with the community and doing these things that we can do instead of just shipping everything off and you know, not having a story. But I'm excited how this has progressed. We've got lucky. We've got some pretty decent rainfall here. It was pretty dry, but if you're wondering what's going on here, of course, you know I do the relay crops, and that looks pretty, but this is more for the community to engage it. And you'll hopefully, if we get enough participation, then all this will be handpicked by the entire community. All these pumpkins, all this sweet corn, and give us something to do. But thanks for watching. Hopefully we get some decent rain here. We still got some moisture here in this spot. The more rain, the better, and all these pumpkins will get big. On and on and on. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you.